Ever, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're retackling a topic that can intimidate a lot of home cooks: how to cook the perfect steak. But I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll be cooking steak like a pro. It's way easier than you think, and the results are absolutely restaurant-worthy. Let's get right into it. First things first, let's talk about the steak itself. The cut you choose makes a huge difference. For beginners, I highly recommend a ribeye or a New York strip. They have great marbling, which is that beautiful fat running through the meat. That fat equals flavor and juiciness. When you're at the store, look for a steak that's at least 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick. A thicker cut is more forgiving and makes it easier to get a great crust on the outside without overcooking the inside. Once you have your beautiful steak, take it out of the fridge at least 30 minutes before you plan to cook it. This is a crucial step. Letting it come to room temperature ensures it cooks evenly. A cold steak will often end up overcooked on the outside and raw in the middle. While it's resting, pat it completely dry with paper towels. A dry surface is the key to getting that incredible deep brown crust we all love. Moisture is the enemy of a good sear. Now, for the seasoning. You can get fancy, but honestly, all a great steak needs is a very generous amount of coarse salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Don't be shy here. Cover the entire surface, including the sides. The salt not only adds flavor, but also helps to draw out a little more moisture from the surface, giving you an even better crust. Let that seasoning sit on the steak for about 15 minutes before it hits the pan. Let's talk about the pan. A cast iron skillet is your best friend for cooking steak. It gets screaming hot and retains that heat incredibly well, which is exactly what we need for a perfect sear. If you don't have cast iron, a heavy-bottomed stainless steel pan will also work. Place your pan over high heat and let it get really, really hot. You'll know it's ready when you see a tiny wisp of smoke. Add a high smoke point oil to the pan, like canola, grapeseed, or avocado oil. Just a thin layer to coat the bottom. Carefully place your steak in the pan, laying it away from you to avoid any oil splatters. You should hear a loud, aggressive sizzle. That's the sound of success. Now, the most important part, don't touch it. Let it sear for about 2 to 3 minutes on the first side to develop that amazing crust. After a few minutes, use tongs to flip the steak. Look at that gorgeous color. Now we're going to add more flavor. This is my favorite part. Toss in a couple of cloves of crushed garlic, a sprig of rosemary or thyme, and a good chunk of unsalted butter, about 2 tablespoons. As the butter melts and foams, tilt the pan towards you and use a spoon to continuously baste the steak with that fragrant, herby butter. This not only adds incredible flavor, but also helps to cook the steak gently and evenly. The cooking time will depend on the thickness of your steak and how you like it done. For a medium rare finish on 1.5 inch thick steak, it's usually about 3 to 4 minutes per side. The most reliable way to check for doneness is with an instant read meat thermometer. For rare, you're looking for 125 degrees Fahrenheit. For medium rare, 135. For medium, 145. And anything above that, well, we won't talk about that. Once your steak reaches your desired temperature, take it out of the pan and place it on a cutting board or a plate. Now, for the final and possibly most critical step, let it rest. You must let it rest for at least 10 minutes before you even think about slicing it. This allows the juices to redistribute throughout the meat. If you cut into it right away, all that delicious flavor will just spill out onto your board. After it has rested, it's time for the big reveal. Slice the steak against the grain. Look for the direction the muscle fibers are running and cut perpendicular to them. This makes the steak much more tender and easier to chew. Look at that perfect pink center and that amazing crust. It's absolutely beautiful. And there you have it, a perfectly cooked steak, made right in your own kitchen. It's all about a good cut of meat, a hot pan, and a little bit of patience. I hope this guide helps you feel more confident in the kitchen. If you try this method, let me know how it turns out in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more simple, delicious recipes. I'll see you in the next video.